And good evening. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome as we track the weather tonight. We will now join Twin States News for breaking weather coverage. Good evening and welcome as we track several tornado warnings now that have been issued for the area. As we're watching this, we actually have about 4 tornado warnings in the area as we watch these systems move from the west to the east this evening. Currently, let's start here in Neshoba County, and also as we look at Leake, and then we come down to Newton County, then we're going to have Scott County involved in this tornado warning. As we look at this, let's get in and show what the National Weather Service is telling us at this point. Now, these storms, again, are now to the west, and they are moving to the east. The National Weather Service has issued, let's start in Neshoba County here, what we've got first. This is for Southeastern Leake and also northern Neshoba County, and this will be until 8:30. A few moments ago, National Weather Service radar indicated a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that was located near Carthage or east at 65 miles an hour. This will be near Edinburgh by about right now. It will also be at Pearl River, reaching there by 8:05, and Philadelphia by 10 after, Fortsdale by 8:20. As we look at this is that storm we're watching here. As we were getting ready to go live, we were also joined with this new tornado warning. And again, this is just to the west of Meridian. We have a tornado warning now until 8:45 for northern Jasper, Newton County, and also Smith County. Included in this is going to be Scott County as well. At 8:02, radar indicated a tornado that was near Morton moving east at 70 miles an hour. The tornadic storm should be near Pulaski about now, Homewood around 8:10, around Forest at 8:15. Lawrence, y'all will see the storm about 8:25, about 20 minutes from now. And then Newton and Garlandville, the downtown areas, by 8:30. So we urge you, if you're in these areas, to go ahead, get to your safe place as these storms come out of Jackson. As we watch this storm move directly out of Jackson, and they've extended this as it moves eastward here. And let's look at our watch box area of what we're looking at, of where this, if it involves you where you live. Let's get this going here as we follow this. All right, we just got, let me make sure that this is not another one that just popped up. And that's Nanawaya lightning near there. As we look at this, as we go here, let's zoom in on Neshoba County and work our way down. Now, if you're in Edinburgh, you're right in the path of this storm here near the Exxon there. Y'all know where the road goes directly up through there. It's going to be coming right across through here. This is just east of Carthage, just past the Walmart is where this is going to pick up. This is Highway 16 as it runs back toward Pearl River there. Just east of Carthage is what we're watching there as we come across now. This will include Pearl River Resort, right down Highway 16, Marshall Ford, and split the line right below the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. This is going to be the Dixon community. And right here as we come across here, here's Tucker. It's going to be just north of you at Tucker. Now, I remind you that as we look at this, lines can be a little blurry. It can go a little bit. But if you live in Tucker, you're right at the line on this. Now, I just got a message just then. Let's see here. Tornado in Scott County is just south of I-20 crossing Highway 13 is what we're watching here. So if you're in Scott County, as we look at this, this is where we are here. Right along in here is Scott County. And this would put it right below I-20. Right below that is where they're saying that it's going to cross Highway 13 as we zoom in on this, as it comes across there. All right, now as we look at this, now Newton, all the way up in here, y'all be ready for this. Now, let me finish this, and we're going to go back down and look at this. As we look at Neshoba County, this is going to go all the way to the Kemper County line, take in the Dollar General, and go all the way up here to Nanawaya, right to the Indian Mountains, right there at Nanawaya. That's where that is. And come back across into Carthage, as we mentioned that. There's those areas there. Now, as we go to Newton County, let's look at where we are and what areas are going to be affected by this. This will come across and take in Morton and Forest and go due east and come just north of Decatur. After it goes right back in there, right outside the city limits. Let's look at this. Here's East Central Community College. This is going to come across at the Little Rock Decatur Road, across 10th Street. Y'all know where that is there, and it takes in all of Chapel Hill Road, and we'll cut across. Here's Newton right there. There's Newton County High, also Turkey Creek. Y'all are involved in this. It goes over to Center Ridge and right to the Lauderdale County line. Now, again, at this point, Lauderdale County is not involved in the warning. But as with these storms are moving easterly, it is very likely that this could be extended. Now, it's a little early for that, but we will watch it as we come across and we follow these lines down to here. Madison, as you join us this afternoon, have we gotten anything that I've overlooked? Anybody had a question that I've missed tonight?
Some people let me scroll back up, are wondering about Philadelphia and Arlington.
Arlington, that's going to be just north of the city limits there. Right here is what we're talking about. Arlington is involved. Here's Arlington right here, in line. If you're in the Arlington area, be prepared for this. Now, I just got another note that in Leake County, a tree is down on a house near the Scott County line. So with this all being said, we are having some damage with this already as it makes its way in here at the Leake County line, Scott County line, right along in there. So everybody be prepared for these storms. Look at the lightning. I cannot stress about how much lightning is happening with these storms as we look at this. A lot of it here. Radar just sent a dangerous storm, and let's look at this. Dangerous storm is approaching Pearl River Resort. As we look at this is going to be right along Highway 16 as we watch both of these storms tonight. If you're in Newton County, let's focus on that just a moment there. Newton County, y'all need to seek shelter. Now, this is going to go as we come right across from Lauderdale County. We follow this west. This is going to be right in here is what we do. This drops just below and barely getting into Jasper County as we'll look at this tornado warning until 8:45. That's what we've got there. Now, this is going to be right down here. This is, y'all know where this is, the country corner at Garland. That's where that road kind of forks right there. It's going to be there at the store. All of that area is included in there. It's going to be north of Rose Hill. Rose Hill, y'all are not in this warning at this point. It takes in all this area, but it is moving into these areas here as we watch this come across from the Brandon area back in here. Tornado warning. Make absolutely sure that you're aware of what is going on. Madison, I'm going to pass this over to you and hang on here. I'm going to let you talk here. I can't get that to you. I'm going to set that over there as we continue to watch the weather tonight. All right. As always, if you've got a comment, we'd love to hear from you. And we've got watching from the Meehan area there. I tend to follow Highway 16. It is in those areas there also. All right. Let's come back up and follow all of this and get a closer look at where we are tonight. Lots of activity as we look at this. Let's turn off these locations where we can look at this big storm. Now, here we are. Let's look south of this. Now, if you're in these areas here, this is moving to the northeast as well. Do y'all see all of this coming down through here? 70-mile-an-hour shear winds involved with this. We also got this down in this area here, 70-mile-an-hour shear winds as it makes its way northeasterly. And this will be affecting Newton County again with more of this moving through the area. Again, it's south of Jackson at this point, but it is coming. All right. We watch this. All right. We're getting a message there, and we'll find out what that's about here in just a moment there of what we got coming in. Madison getting our update there as we look at that. All right, let's focus on this. And again, these are serious storms as we watch this. Take this heed, drop down and have a seat over there and tell us about it.
Keep an eye out.
Nobody can hear you. Come around and get on so they can hear you. All right. All right. We got a call from Lima. Actually from the Clark County Emergency Management. And what did they have to tell us?
Keep an eye out on the one near Forest. I remember him saying that it's been going in a straight line, and I think what he said is what they call a right turn, I think.
Right, which would mean it'd be...
It's super dangerous.
Okay.
And to keep an eye out on the one near Forest.
Okay, and we will do that. And we'll be back in touch with him and ask him if he needs to go on with us to talk more about that.
He said if you need him, just call him.
Okay. That's good to know. So we've got several people that we're watching this weather with. Now, what we've got is an update that just happened here as we look at this. Out of Carthage, the tornado warning has been canceled as we look for Leake County. It is now solely in Neshoba County as we watch this tornado warning tonight. It comes across there. Look at this as we zoom in. This is that area there from Philadelphia all the way to the county line as we turn back on locations and watch this. This is, again, going to be just north of Tucker. If you live anywhere in this neck of the woods, from the Dollar General there, Ford store, northward to the mounds, right there at the Winston County line, we want you to be in your safe place. This is moved just to the east of the Exxon right there. We come on across. All right, we come down and we watch this, and this is what David was warning us about. What he was seeing here is this area right along in here coming out of Scott County. A very serious storm has the signature of possibly having some tornadic activity. Let me go back over here. Let's take a break from that real quick, and let me look to make sure we don't have any new messages coming in from Jackson with this. Severe thunderstorm warning for Covington, Jefferson, Davis County. We have in Hines County, trees down on Clinton Road. Let's see here. Trees down on Green Gable. Severe thunderstorm warning in Lincoln County. I'm just glancing over all the different things that we have here. Well, not seeing as much for the Scott County storm. Still keeping the tornado warning as the circulation is near Highway 35 is what we got. If you're in Scott County, they're watching that near Highway 35 at the National Weather Service. All right, that is the latest that we've got there. Let's go back to radar so we can watch this as it comes across. Let's pull this back up for everyone as we watch this. At this point, on the more local level, we've got roughly 3 tornado warnings in the area there as we watch this. If we go back and include all the way to Brandon, we're going to have several more counties involved in this as we look at this. Now, again, at this point, Lauderdale and Clark County not involved with this. The northern portion of Jasper County is a little bit involved with this. We got a few feet of this down into Jasper County as we look at this as it moves east. All of this area there. Now, if you're at Forest, you need to seek shelter at this point. Anywhere from Morton to Forest all the way to the county line, it is just about on you there, which means it's making its way as it's going to be making right across into Newton County here in the next little bit. So you still got just a little bit more time in the Newton County areas. We watch this closely. We don't want you to beat around the bush and go, well, that's not coming. It is. We want to make sure that you're absolutely safe. If you live in a mobile home, you need to go to your safe place, whether that's a tornado shelter or if you've got a more sturdy structure to go to. Don't wait till a storm is right on you before you go, okay, I need to go. Normally, nothing ever happens. Well, sometimes normally can be that odd night out for you. And this could be it tonight. We don't want anyone to be hurt with these storms. And again, so far, all we've gotten confirmed are trees down. We've gotten some messages that back in this area right here, there are some more serious damage happening there as it comes across their signature series of radar indicated. We don't know anything. So far, we hadn't gotten a message of a sighting or anything that anything was on the ground. With this, and if you've opened your front door at all tonight, walked outside and felt the wind. It's been horrific, Madison. You've even seen that.
That wind was awful. It blew one of our little houses across the yard.
Yeah,
just picked it up and threw it. Honestly, that wind's been awful today.
Yeah, and it's not going to stop. This is until all this passes. We're going to have that all the way through.
Someone says Sebastopol and Neshoba line is getting pounded right now. Like and Arlington is having it really rough right now too.
All right, and let's go back up to Philadelphia at this point here. We got any folks watching from Philadelphia? I'm sure we do. Newton County, y'all be on standby. Also, Scott County, you're under the gun right now as we move just north of here, one county up, directly up Highway 15 as we come into Neshoba County. And look at this area back here. We've got Highway 16 full of it's that rain where you can hardly see. As we look at that. Major rain out here. Now, Arlington, these areas as it comes across, let me make sure that we've got we do. That is the latest is 8:17 as we look at radar. Again, look at this lightning that we're getting in these areas here. Lightning, these are strikes. Let's zoom in on this where you can get a closer look at where this is all happening here. This is just right across the line. Here's Edinburgh. We go to that central Neshoba County, and we zoom in on these areas here, and look at this. This is going to be County Road where Hooper Mill Creek Road is. County Road 163 if you live in that area in Neshoba County. A lot of lightning in your area there. And the rain right there at Arlington, as you'll see there. Marty Stewart Drive right along in there. This is going to be Arlington Baptist Church. A lot of rain moving in all around there. But that rain, as it comes across into Neshoba County, all of this area, if you see your place, anything that looks like you live in this area, that is where you need to seek shelter. Now, we've got remaining on this tornado warning runs out in roughly 12 minutes for Neshoba County. We'll stay with you on this storm until it passes. It is in the western side of Neshoba County as it makes its way across. Always remember, anywhere in these red boxes, be prepared, take your cover. Know where you are and watch it very closely as we come around. As we come down, let's go back down to Newton County and look at what we've got going on here. Newton County, we've got rain moving into the area now as we watch this very closely from Rose Mobile Homes back. Now, the more severe weather as it moves into Neshoba County is right at the county line. We're putting it at that welcome center where you're coming back home from the Jackson area there on the right-hand side in the eastbound lane. We're watching that. That's where the weather is really, really heavy in that area right now and making its way to that area. As we check for comments, I'm making sure no one has reported any damage in their area, River Road in Philadelphia.
Saying power's out in Arlington.
Power out. We just got a note of that. Power's out in Arlington as we go back up here to Neshoba County, right along in here. All right, let's do this. Let me do this while we're talking and pull this up so we'll know we're watching everything. Michael Swansea, your Alpha Insurance agent. Anything that was a mistake? I hit the wrong button. Let me go here. Let's look at power outages as we watch these storms as we go to EMEPA. 0 customers affected at this point.
Power is out on Highway 15 and in Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh? Okay. It's out over there, and there was, let me scroll back up. There was another place that had power out, Dixon, Neshoba, in Neshoba County.
All right, and in those areas that she's talking about is right there. This is Edinburgh, and this is going to be the Dixon community right here. So we've got power outages right there, and that's going to be Central Electric. I just got a note that Forest is getting pounded right now, and I see that on the map. All right, a lot of power outages happening there. Let me see here if I can pull this up for Neshoba County as we watch these come across here also. A lot of activity going on in Neshoba County tonight. We've got roughly 9 minutes remaining on this tornado warning for y'all.
Someone is asking an update on Forest.
All right, we'll go right back down there. Let's.
Yeah, no power in Arlington. Power is out outside of Philadelphia. City limits, Highway 21.
And this will kind of show you how this storm has been moving. Right here, as we look at 437 without power near Jackson, 1,800 there. As we get to Philadelphia, we've already got right here in this one right on Highway 16, 1,100 people without power. That is a bunch of people without power. So it is damage in that area. We can assume that damage is going to be wind damage is what we're hoping. There's always a possibility it could be more. Let's pull back up radar where you can see it as we track these different things that are going on tonight. As we see this is all right now at the Philadelphia city limits coming up on Walmart. This is going to make its way right up to the hospitals. If you're going to be there at Neshoba General, y'all take cover in these areas immediately all the way out to 16. And remember how things can, if I tell you it's right here, always give it an extra half a mile. You never know how radar could drag and it be just a little ahead. All right, we had some questions. Let's move back down and take a look at Newton County as we look at this. As I got just a note on my cell phone just a moment ago that we do have severe storms. Madison, what was that message that we just got?
The message...
do we need to do something to add on to that?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. We go back to Forest here, and we look at this. All around here from Forest East, now inside of Newton County, we do have these storms that have made it across. It's a bunch of them as we see this. Let's move in on this. telling me not yet. No, we're still under. Chris sent me a message, and we're still live with this as we track this. Tornado warning until 8:45 for these two counties. We got 8:45 here for Newton County. Now, let's look at Newton County, where this is. This picks up, this is Interstate 20. This is Forest right here. We follow 20 across as we get into Neshoba, Newton County here. We're already there. This is going to be over at Lawrence. It is almost to Lawrence at this point. This means that city limits of Newton, y'all need to take your cover now. It is close to you as it tracks right across. Involved with this, as you will see here in this, all the way up to Decatur. If you live in downtown Decatur, get to your safe place now. Now, it's a few miles away, but this gives you time to get to where you're going to go. So watch it very carefully.
A spotter reported damage of south of Morton in Scott County.
Okay. Did they go into how much damage?
Not yet.
But there is damage.
Yes.
Okay. So as you
Scott
hear,
County.
Scott County.
Yes.
And this is Scott County right here. If you're looking at this, this is the Welcome Center on the east side as it comes across. Severe thunderstorm warning now has been issued for Lauderdale County. And that is just what is happening now as we hear the alarm in the background going off. Lauderdale County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning.
What about that tornado forest, that one?
That's what we were tracking right there.
Just making sure.
We now have Lauderdale County under this severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go here. This will update for us here in just a second here. But as we follow this, all of this area here, we're starting now to see some shear winds just below here. And this is going to be 69 mile an hour shear winds. And let me, severe thunderstorm warning. I'm just checking all of my areas there. And the severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County is until 9:45 p.m. So Meridian, here we go. This is what we've got, the latest from the National Weather Service. A severe thunderstorm warning for Newton, southern Kemper, Neshoba, and also Lauderdale County. That took in a big square as we do this. A few moments ago, the National Weather Service radar indicated along a line extending from near Prospect to near Pineville, moving east at 60 miles an hour. 70 mile an hour gusts with this. It's going to be near Roberts in the Dixon community, which is up in Neshoba County, around 8:30, 5 minutes from now. As we look at Neshoba and Stratton at 8:35, Liberty and Damascus, 8:55. So y'all got about 20 minutes before it reaches there. NAS Meridian, it should reach there by 9:05 this evening as it moves northeasterly across that. And so what they're forecasting here is with this, all of this thunderstorm is going to move through here. Now, again, Lauderdale County is just a thunderstorm warning also. Kemper County, if you'll look at this square, let me turn this off so everybody sees a little bit better of what we're dealing with here. Let me close this.
I just got word, tornado warning for Winston County for Noxaby.
Noxaby is what you're trying to say, but
Is that what it? Is that it? Winston County tornado warning. It was a suspicious-looking cell.
Okay, I'm not seeing that. Let me see what. All right, I'm assuming on television, if I'm reading this right, cue out. So I guess the TV is going to cut out at this point. We now go back to regular programming. We got another tornado warning coming in. I'm going to take a guess here and think they need to go back to some regular programming there. We now join regular programming on Twin States. Follow us here for more coverage here. If we need to go back, we'll track that in just a second there. Now, this is what we've got. Let's refresh and stay on top of what we've got going on here. Let's turn this off so you can see all this. We got this right here. If you're in Winston County, a new tornado warning, as you were just mentioning there, Madison, we do have that now. Let's go back to radar. You are on top of things on your side of the room there. Let's look at this. We've got several tornadoes now. We got any folks that are in the Winston County area watching tonight? We're getting notes right there. What's that going on in Philadelphia, Madison? From Donnie. What did Donnie tell us there?
Lights out in North Philadelphia.
All right, now we know that.
And Nan Lee just said, I can't say that
Noxapater?
Yes. I just didn't want to
That's
Butcher
okay.
it. Okay, that's where it was spotted at.
I often butcher a lot of names, and I think people over the past 30 years have learned that with me. It's just one of those things. All right, let's start here. Let's take a look at what we've got, and then we'll move down through each one of these warnings. Now, let me show y'all what we've got going on here. This is just below these shear winds that are going to be moving toward Jones County. Y'all watch this right here. This is coming into Jasper County as we look at this out of Smith County. Some shear winds of 60, 70. Right here, 58-mile-an-hour shear winds. And this is a thunderstorm at the Raleigh Courthouse, if you're in those areas there. Y'all be careful there. All right, as we go up, let's start back with our tornado warning. This is going to cut. This is in Winston County, Crystal Ridge Road, right there. It's a square. This is going to take in Highway 14. This is going to take in Noxapater and also over here at Nanawaya Pit Stop. You are under a tornado warning. And no wonder it didn't. I didn't have that click, Madison. We can't have that. It tells us this tornado warning is going to be until 9:30. So we got 1 hour remaining on this. And again, this is the northeastern side, southeastern side of Winston County. If you're anywhere in downtown Louisville, you're safe. This is that eastern side just outside of Louisville there, Highway 514, Crystal Ridge. If you live anywhere near Bethel Baptist Church, you need to seek shelter now around Noxapater in these areas. As we move into Neshoba County, we still have a tornado warning for y'all. This is going to expire at 8:30. We have 1 minute remaining on this. We'll see if the National Weather Service extends this or not. Again, all of this area right now there at Tucker, look at the rain that is coming down. All of the downtown area there, we've got a lot of rain happening.
A tree is blocking Highway 16 west at Neshoba and the Leake county line.
So we have gotten several reports of damage all
Yes.
throughout this. Let's see here. I'm going to pull this over there. And that was not what I wanted to do. As we follow these storms, and let me see if I've done that correctly. I wanted to see if what we've got.
It's getting pretty rough in Philadelphia right now.
Okay, we just had another warning come out. Severe thunderstorm warning, Jefferson Davis County, and that's going to be a little bit closer there.
Sirens are going off in Newton. I got another
Thunderstorm
damage report.
You do have another damage report?
Highway 15 north at Burnside is blocked.
It is?
Yes.
We've got trees down it, I assume.
Yes.
All right. What I'm getting from the National Weather Service and our latest there is going to be another severe thunderstorm warning for Kemper County is the absolute latest that we've got on that. Let me refresh that and log back into that. So we've got roads down, trees down, blocking roads here. All right, here is Noxubee County and Kemper County. This is our new thunderstorm warnings that we have here. And what this is these thunderstorms, this tornado warning has been canceled for Neshoba County now. That's good news for y'all. It's just heavy rain there now. Winston County, you're still under the gun with a tornado warning, and this puts on your P's and Q's here in Noxubee County. Y'all watch this. Again, the very latest that we've got here is a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45. This includes Noxubee and Kemper until 9:45. At 8:30, radar indicated this, and it will be at DeKalb by 8:45 as we track this right here. Now, we've still got this tornado warning that we're watching very closely down here that's adjoining, that's just west of Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County does have a severe thunderstorm warning. It is not at the level that we're watching here. Rain has not quite made it. Let's turn this off where you can see a little bit better. The rain has not quite made it into Lauderdale County yet, but it's coming. Y'all be prepared. This will be here in just a little bit. All right, we got another warning.
Tight circulation just west of Newton along Highway 80 now.
Okay. Let's see here.
It is plopping off tonight.
Yeah, we'll get what that one is there in just a moment. All right. I was seeing if we... all right, let's see here. Hang on here.
See, people in-house are saying it's pretty rough over there.
Yeah. Tornado warning for Jasper and Scott County is our latest. All right, let's do a refresh here. and make sure that we're on top of everything that we've got here. We want to make sure that you've got the absolute latest news of what we've got. Let me go back and double check this. And again, this is we're live. It takes just a second to make absolutely sure we got you the most accurate information that we can give to you. And right there. Tornado watch has been issued for Hinds County, Italic County, and these areas in there. Tornado watch for Choctaw, Clark. That's what's going off there. We've got a tornado watch that has been extended to 10 p.m. For more areas. And what that happened was, in these areas here were not included in this, and they have now extended that for a tornado watch. All right, let's look at this now, what we've got shaking here. Newton County, they've moved this to a little bit to the east here. Let's look at... Yeah, Decatur, y'all should have this. This is a tornado warning, our closest one that we have here. We've got heavy rains from Lazy Boy back down I-20. This goes up. This storm is right at Turkey Creek Water Park. This will put this right in Decatur here in the next 5 minutes or so. So Decatur, y'all be ready. This is coming across with this. As you look here, the west side of this is the Lawrence Post Office is where we are. We come back across, we follow this. This is going to come right across I-20 toward the Meridian area eventually. But we're west of downtown Newton. Here's Highway 15. We come back and we watch the storm ease across the county. Y'all should be in your safe place anywhere in Newton, Decatur, all up Highway 15, all the way over here to the county line, including Chunky. It hasn't made it there yet, but it is going to be coming in that direction. All right, we're getting some more trees down on County Road 832 in the Stalo community in Neshoba County. So we've got damage up there as well with trees down. Again, we need to watch this very carefully. This is sort of the same path that we had last time that we had a tornado warning come across Newton County. We got that very carefully. We all take cover in this area. Don't think that this is just going to blow over. We want you to be safe through this. Warning, a serious one at that. Now, let's go down and take a look at what we've got going on here. This is coming across. If you're here in Jasper County, this is coming out of Smith County. We've got some heavy winds that are indicated with this, some 70-mile-an-hour winds, and this is going to be just due south of the Raleigh Courthouse, making its way this direction here, and that will eventually push on into Clark County tonight as we watch this. Have we gotten any more notes, Madison, that of damage or anything that people wanted to pass along?
Somebody said 10 is flying on 495.
10 is flying on 495.
That would be just north of the Lauderdale County area. And we do have some very strong winds in the area. Again, right now we have 2 tornado warnings that we're tracking closely, Winston County and also Newton County, as this is almost at the Newton city limits. Power out in Arlington.
Yes.
Sirens going off again in downtown Newton. All right, as we look at that, I was making sure we didn't have any more comments of what we had going on there. Let's follow this. Stark, Vegas. If you're in the Starkville area, there is a thunderstorm warning there. If you've got kids that go to school there at Mississippi State, just a severe thunderstorm warning for that area. As we come down Winston County, we want to watch this also. All right, we turn back on our locations. And again, we've got, let's see how long we've got remaining on this as we track. There's been so many tonight until 9:30. So we've got roughly 50 minutes remaining on this tornado warning there. And it doesn't mean that it won't shift a little bit, and they cut that short. But now we're running this for another hour, what we've got there in Winston County. We watch this very closely.
It's bad at the Fairgrounds.
Neshoba County Fairgrounds, and it is. We're showing that on radar. Our tornado warning there, if you're anywhere near Crystal Ridge, Highway 14, all the way out here to Bethel Baptist Church, y'all take cover. Now, as we zoom in on this, and let's take a closer look. Here's Noxapater. We come across this. This is our warned area, Vernon. As we get here to Fern Spring, y'all need to be ready for this as it comes across. And let's look at some of these roads here as we zoom in on this. Bethel Road, Ferguson Road, Mabrin Road. Now, all this is Winston County. Y'all should expect this very soon. It's just a mile or so away from y'all as it comes across the county there. Just this southeast corner of the county there. But raining heavy downtown Louisville. Y'all see that. All right, as we come down and we follow this, Kemper County, is getting a lot of heavy rain. It's the northern portion of Kemper County that has got this. This follows Highway 16 to Baca Valley over, takes in all the way to Giles, goes up and takes in Bennsville. We're going to follow Highway 45 right through Wahala, all this area. But if you're following 39 due north, and right here is going to be just east, right out from the Cypress Mills area there, and right there at Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department, raining hard. But from there to Highway 39, look at that rain y'all have got. Heavy, heavy downpours. We move down this eastern side of Neshoba County and southern Neshoba County. As you come in right here, this is going to be Highway 16. We're a few miles now into on Highway 16 in Kemper County, getting a lot of rain. But everything east of here, it's pretty good now at Pearl River as it's moved across Marshall Ford, still getting rain. Neshoba Central, still getting rain there. And the intensity is going to pick up major as you get on the outskirts of town. All these areas here of, let's jump down in here, Bloomfield. Y'all know where I'm talking about. Here's Tucker. Here's Bloomfield. Those areas there, Besadia, Fortsdale, and also up here to Bogachita, pouring rain. Now, again, we don't have a warning there other than a severe thunderstorm warning. We move back down and we get into this area into Newton County. Let's talk about this. All around Decatur, it is pouring on y'all right now. If you were to still be traveling 15 toward Union, Mississippi, you need to wait. Don't go now. All of this area back over here, still raining, Conahatta. Now, the threat of a tornado has moved just east to the Conahatta area, and it cuts across downtown Decatur is where you need to watch, be careful, and south all the way below I-20. These are the areas that we're watching very carefully here, all the way over to the county line. We move down Montrose, Highway 15 as we get into Jasper County, Lewin, these areas. And I want to say that we've got
tornado warning for Clark and Jasper County.
Okay, tornado warning. All right, let's pull this up and see what the National Weather Service has to tell us there. And it is Clark, Jasper County until 9:45. Clark County, if you're watching, y'all need to pay attention. And I would say that we need to
and Noxubee. Tornado warning for Clark, Jasper, and Noxubee County.
All right, we just got that added. This is getting some kind of serious as we follow this. Here's our lines of what we've got, and that is it, and exactly what we've got. Let me send a.
The wind is getting pretty crazy in Martin and Collinsville.
All right. Let's focus on what we've got now. Clark County, Jasper County, y'all be ready on this. Now, this is no playing matter. I want each of everyone as we look at these areas. We're going to start here at Newton and work our way down. This is some of the worst weather that we've seen all night right here. So if you are in Clark County, you're in Jasper County, and if you are in southern Newton County, pay close attention here. Let's zoom in on this. This is really getting bad here. And as we watch this right here, let's turn on our locations and we're going to look at these winds of where they are and what they're doing. Right about here, this is going to be the country corner there at Garland. This is right outside from there, 81 mile an hour shear winds. This is a tornado warning. Seek shelter now. If you're sitting anywhere here at the Rose Hill Post Office, if you live in that area, you need to seek shelter now. We've got 3-4 different storms that are moving in your direction as we look at this. 70 mile an hour shear winds. This is 1 mile wide here. Right inside this, here's Montrose. This is Highway 15. Just east of Lewin is where this tornado warning kicks in. And this is going to cut across, and it's going to take in right there at the Paulding Courthouse. What kind of winds do we have here? 70 right here. Now, we've got one right outside the box that is moving toward that area that is also 70. So this is a very cautious area that we want. If you live in this west side of Clark County, seek shelter now because it is moving across this. If you live at Lake Edens, you need to be in your safe place now. We need to look at this. Now, we still got this tornado warning that is in effect for Newton County. I don't want to leave y'all out. The heavy rain is on top of Newton County as we speak. All of this area here. Now, next time, I'm going to set you up, Madison, where you also have access to where you can see when power is out in different places to where it's easy access on your side of the room to where you can see it also.
Okay. Power is out on Highway 21 now.
It's going to be some dark areas. And again, now, I want y'all to look at this. Let me pull this off where you just see the big picture of what is happening. Clark County, Jasper County, this is a very serious matter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially up to 10 different cells are going to be making its way through here. Within this warned area right now, we have 4, but right behind it is more. This is serious wind, and every time that we've ever had these pop up on radar, we do have some form, whether it's a tree down, it's a power line gets knocked down, it's going to be 9 times out of 10 some damage done with this in some kind of a way. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean this is a tornado on the ground, but it does mean that the potential for some wind damage is there. Now, this is radar indicated tornadoes, what we've got at this point. We have not gotten confirmation that anything is on the ground. I don't want to scare, I don't want to spook anybody. I'm just trying to give it to you as quickly as we can, the information tonight. All right, let me go back here.
Someone said power's out south of 80 near Poplar Springs community.
Okay.
Power is out on Deemer Road, Union.
All right, we just got a report from Neshoba County. Trees are down on Highway 832 in Neshoba County. That's in the Stalo community. So if you live in that area, be there. Warren County has got some damage. I'm glancing here of what we've got. Let's see. Crystal Springs has a little bit of damage. Trees down on Highway 397 in Winston County. Neshoba County, let's see here. Thunderstorm damage, considerably wind, 70 miles an hour, and that's for that Kemper. That's what they were saying, 70 mile an hour for these thunderstorms that were moving across here. And we're showing that. Let's look back on this. All right, we updated that as the very latest on updates. All right, possible thunderstorm damage threat. All right, let's look at our wind shears of what we've got with this storm. Let's go back here. We have, again, Winston County. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. This tornado warning until 9:30 p.m. Winston County. We also cut right across here. This is going to be making your way into the Macon, Noxubee County area until 9:45. This storm is moving northeasterly. Highway 45. Y'all pay close attention if you live in these areas here. And this will be right below before you get to where the Oak Tree Inn is, north of Sugarlock, and it will take in the rest of the county, Highway 1445, all the way up to Brooksville, these areas in this. This starts at Crystal Springs and moves east across 14 going that way. We move down with our severe thunderstorm warning, and for the first time we see that Neshoba County is out of warnings. It moves east into Kemper County. You know, we've got a lot of rain right here at Tucker. Now, if you come out of Lauderdale County and you pass Battlefield, about where Battlefield is, it's going to be bad rain. Kenny Talbert, all the gang there at Talbot Enterprises, it's pouring on y'all all the way to just shy of the hospital now into the county. We move eastward into Kemper County. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning for y'all as well. This is going to expire 9:45. We've got actually two of them in the county there.
Trees down on 397 in Winston, and a report is not confirmed of rotation near Delwood. It's not confirmed, but it's
right.
Reports.
Right, and as we look at this, the tornado warning here for Newton County has expired. It has not expired for our friends south of here. Regardless whether there's a tornado warning or not, we have heavy, heavy rain across this, and there's still wind pouring through here. Let's look at this with these tornado warnings that we have here, Clark, Jasper County. Let me go here and show you what we've got with the wind damage, damaging wind of what we're expecting here with this. Here it is right here, this green area. Let's turn off radar where you can see here where the high winds are coming across with this. All right, this is from Newton, Decatur. We've got a little bit there, and it widens out just south of downtown Newton. And look here when you get to Jasper County, and all of this headed for Clark County here. This dark green is heavy, heavy wind gust. A lot of it, too. So we want you to be aware of that. Not as bad as we go northward from there. We have had a little bit here at Kemper County. Look at this. These areas here around Damascus. A lot of wind there, and it follows 16 up to Linville, these areas. Even on this east side of where this tornado warning is right here in Winston County, we got a lot of wind that has made it into Noxubee County also. So if you're in these areas, you can feel it. Y'all hear that thunder outside my place here?
Yeah, someone just said power out in Collinsville, power out on Shelby Road.
So we
tree down on 492 between Highway 15 and 19. So it's coming through pretty hard.
All right, let's look at our shear winds of what we've got here that are approaching Clark County here. Let's go back here and take a look at this. Now, we got a lot of things going on in Jasper County as it comes across with this. Now, we can have some more trees down, and most likely we're going to see that tonight with these storms is more tree damage. 68-mile-an-hour shear winds, and let's zoom in on where this is. Enterprise, here you are. This is going to be west of you as we follow this right along here. This is going to be the penalty community as we come here. This is Garlandville. And out to the east of you is Fellowship. We look here, we've got 68-mile-an-hour shear winds, and we have that here also. On a scale of 1 to 10 of this becoming more, it's relatively low. This is a 2.7 out of a 10 of possibly doing more than it is. So that's low on the totem pole. Here's Montrose, it's just east of there. But nonetheless, this is inside that tornado warned area. And we've got another one that is cutting up. This is just a little bit below that at 58-mile-an-hour shear winds. As we zoom in on these roads, and let's name some places so you'll know if you live anywhere near this.
Tornado warning in Jones County.
Jones County now has been added. All right, and that's going to be just south of us there. All right, let's do a hard refresh as we want to make sure that we have the absolute latest on this. And I'll let you look at me for just a second as we refresh this. And as we glance over, as we start to see power outages now at 1,800. Let's look at this real quick before we cut back to radar. Here we are right here. This means we've had some damage of some sort. Knox, Pater, Louisville, as this cuts across right here. So this is showing us we got something bad going on here. This is that tornado warned area right now. There's 1,600 here. Knox, Pater, there's 180 of you without power. But right there at Highway 397, look at that. 1,600 people are without power. We look at our list here of what they're telling us. Lauderdale County, 0. We're good there. Kemper County, there's 400 people without power. 153 in Neshoba County. So as we go back to radar to back up what that said right there, let me show you.
Spotter reported trees down on Highway 19, 9 miles north of Pearl River. Structural damage and trees down in Noxapater in Winston County.
And that backs up.
Entrapments are being reported.
That's in Winston County?
Yes.
All right, that's the area right there. All of that area is without power. This is now moving into Noxubee County. Y'all take this very serious here. Highway 14, seek your shelter now. Let's move down on this. Pouring in Kemper County as we look at this map here. We turn on our locations to see exactly what we've got. Still a severe thunderstorm warning there. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning still remaining for Newton County. Now, this is getting closer and closer to Lauderdale County as we look at this. I want y'all to pay attention. We have a tornado warning. Enterprise, y'all get to y'all's safe place now. If you are in Rose Hill, seek your safe place. If you're anywhere around Stonewall, get to your safe place. East of Montrose, all the way to the county line in Clark County, I want you to get to where you need to go, to the lowest level of your floor of your home. If you're in a mobile home and you have a place to go, get out now and do that. Now remember, if a tornado is on you, you can't outrun a tornado. I don't want you going out after it's on you. If you're on this east side over here, you still have time to seek your shelter. From this county line back west, there's not much time for y'all. Let's look at what is going on here in Newton County. Then we're watching this right here at this line. This tells me something is going to be happening here in Lauderdale County very shortly from now. Below due south of Hickory, we're showing winds of 58 miles an hour. We're also showing another cell of 70 mile an hour. It's 69. We'll just go ahead and call that. Let's zoom in on these roads here where you can see it. Here's Stuckey's Bridge. This is going to be west of there. We come across, this is Mount Vernon area. As we zoom in a little bit closer here, Chancellor Road. Hickory Fellowship Road. Winds are upon y'all now right there in that area. This is going to be Hickory Fellowship Road. This is Newton County. We come right across into New Fellowship. This is Fellowship Community. Look at that right there. That area, you need to seek shelter.
What about Quitman?
It is approaching Quitman.
People are really concerned about Quitman.
Quitman is in the warned area. There's nothing on top of Quitman at this point, but the weather is moving toward you. If you live in downtown Quitman, all this area here, get to your safe place. We don't want anybody. Now, also want to remind you, if you're watching, there are several ways to get us. You can get us on our webpage at sammedia.network. You can follow us on YouTube at Sam Media Network, or Facebook at Scotty Ray's Weather. Easy to find either of those places if you follow that. Yes, I saw where somebody's saying that the alarms are going off in Quitman. So we do have that. All right, we come across here. Let's look at this here. Let's go to the west side of this.
Sirens are going off for the third time in Stonewall.
This is coming directly towards Stonewall, if y'all look at this. Waterby, you'll have the storm in 13 minutes. Beatrice in 11 minutes. Stonewall, you'll have it in 16 minutes. So you got a few minutes to take cover and get there. Middleton in 27 minutes. Sykes in half an hour. Now, as we look at this, the scales of this can do a lot of wind damage easily. We have not had reports of anything on the ground, which is great, but we have had a lot of damage. Winston County, we've gotten reports of several and possible, didn't you say we had some entrapment possibly in Winston County?
Yes.
So we need to treat every one of these if it's the worst thing that you've ever heard of, and then if it's light, well, that's okay then. It's better to be safe than sorry. I hate to sound like a repeating something that your mama would say, but that's just the best way to word it there. As we look at this, Clark and Jasper County, what they're telling me is considerable wind. These have at least 70-mile-an-hour punches with it, is what the National Weather Service is telling us, of what I'm reading on my opposite screen as we look at this area here. And that would make sense there. All right, let me go back here. We just got this entered into Clark County now. If you're watching in Clark County, I want you to be in your safe place. We've got this rain all in this area here is horrific. And we've got wind starting to move into Clark County here, right along there. If you're traveling Highway 11, y'all be ready. This is upon you. Let's look at this right here. Right outside of Enterprise to the west of you. This is, all right, I hope everything is still connected and steady as we do this. I think we are.
Pam Keller just said my lights just went out in Center Hill. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So it's in this area, or something is.
Yeah, the power out in this area here. This is a major storm moving into Clark County. As we look at this now, the tornado warning has been canceled for Jasper County, and we are now focusing on Clark County. That is our tornado warned area. As we look at all of this, Clark County, western side of Clark County, y'all take cover. Here we go. Let's look at these areas. Here's Enterprise here. 81-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. Now, this is going to be just north of Enterprise as we watch this. Gun Drive. County Road 374. If you live right in that area, you need to be in your safe place. We want anybody around Enterprise in their safe place. We're looking right here at Highway, this is Interstate 59. 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. And again, shear winds can do just as much damage as a small tornado. They can be. This is 81 miles an hour. There's this Stonewall. We watch this. Let's zoom in on this area here. To give you some relationship, let's turn on locations to show you where we are here. Right here is the fish camp. Due west of you across the pine trees, right there is where we've got this. This is Waterby. That's 81-mile-an-hour shear winds. If you're in this area here, anywhere near Stonewall, seek shelter. Here's Waterby. Look at that. 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with that one. Let's zoom down. Beatrice. We've got 70-mile-an-hour shear winds moving across that part of the county there. This is going to cut across, as you'll see here. Right there is going to be over at the Clarko State Park. It's going to cross just north of you there. And let's look at these locations here of where this will be. Beatrice, you'll have this storm in 8 minutes. Stonewall within 15 minutes, and move across to Middleton in 28 minutes, and Sykes within 28 minutes as we follow this. This is heavy, heavy stuff. This is some of the most, what's the best way to put this? Toughest winds that we've seen in Clark County in the last little bit. Now, let me check here.
A lot of people are saying, like, Scuba's lost power. Let me go back up. Power is back on Shucktown, though. Yes, power is back on in the Center Hill area. Power is still out in Arlington. Someone said Dalesville is starting to kick up. Strong winds in Bailey, Windsor Road area. Power's out in the Kemper County near the Navy base.
Right.
And there is a possible rotation headed into southern Lauderdale County coming out of Jasper County.
I can see that. That's right there at the line there.
Yes, it's possible. If it's not, either way, it's a nasty storm.
All right. So as we watch that, we're going to see if we can raise some folks in Clark County there, what's going on. Now, if you live anywhere right here at Dunn's Fall, I want y'all to be prepared for this. We've got a lot of winds there. That's 81 mile an hour shear winds coming right there at Dunn's Fall. Here's Clarkdale High School. That's going to be right there by the Clarkdale Superette. Y'all need to take shelter in that area immediately. Don't beat around the bush and wait for something else to happen. Go ahead and seek your shelter. Right here at Long's Fish Camp, let's look at what we've got right there. 70 mile an hour shear winds with this. Right on top of that as we look at this. Here's the fish camp. Here's Irwin Road. All right.
You get the message?
Yes. All right. We will now join Twin States News as they join us for breaking weather coverage. Twin States News is now joining us. As we get back, welcome back as we follow the programming tonight of severe weather. We have a tornado warning for Clark County that we're watching here. We've got Lauderdale County under a severe thunderstorm warning. We've got lots of, all right, we just got a report.
A roof blown off of a home on CR 168 in...
That's County Road is what that stands for.
My bad. Huh. Lewin? Is that Lewin?
Lewin. All right, we got reports of that. All right, as we watch this is some of the most serious weather that we've had in quite some time. Let's look at the whole picture of this, of what we've got. Clark County is the one that is getting the beating as we take it at this point. We have a tornado warning for you until 9:30 tonight. I want to make sure.
Rotation reported near Tom Bailey Lake.
I can see that. And that's going to be here. Now, Lauderdale County under a severe thunderstorm warning. It has not had a tornado warning issued for it with thunderstorm warning. Let me make sure I may have said something wrong there. Lauderdale County, thunderstorm warning. Kemper County, a thunderstorm warning. We move southward into Clark County. All of this area has a tornado warning. And then also down around Jones County, a tornado warning. Twisting storm is approaching the Ag Center. I just got a message on that. So, again, no warning, but we are getting a lot of winds that are twisting out toward the Ag Center. So if you live in that area, we want you to be extremely careful on that. Also, if you have reports of damage in anywhere, if you have the wind, we want to know about it. All right, let's move in here in Clark County and look at all what we've got here. And this, again, is moving in chunky. Y'all are getting pouring rain on you. All right, as we look at this, just to the northeast of Enterprise, right here, 70 mile an hour shear winds of what we've got. We go back right across here, and we've got weather indicated there, 1 mile wide there. 70 mile an hour shear winds. And let's zoom in on these roads. Here's Enterprise here, and this is all coming across. This is the front edge of the storm. Here's Sable. It's just going to be west of Highway 45. As we see Bassick City, we move south of there. This is County Road 354. Anybody live on Tanner Lane? This area here, County Road 350. You need to be in your safe place now. As well as Sable. This is making its way right across Highway 45 and DeVoe. These areas, it's going to be affecting you. As we move southward into Clark County, here's Stonewall. Right here, let's zoom in on this where you can see this. Here's Irwin Road. As we go south of River Road, this is where this is going to be some pine trees right where this is. 58 mile an hour shear winds. This moving to the northeast, So this tells us Touchstone Road, Burlington Road, County Road 167. Y'all need to seek shelter. County Road 164. As this moves across here, this is County Road 162, County Road 1601. Do you live in those areas? I want you to seek your shelter there. And let's turn to these locations here so you can see a little bit better. Here's the Piggly Wiggly. It's to the southeast of where that is. In relation across, what we've got right there is going to be where Clarko State Park is, and it's due west of there where this storm is at this point. All right, we've got another storm that is approaching the county line. Right here is Rose Hill, and boy, you can't hardly see the road there. You couldn't see your hand in front of you if you had to. 70-mile-an-hour shear winds are making its way right here. This is Orange, right there, south of Orange. Are y'all in that area? You watching me from there? That's going to be right on top of County Road 1846, and this is moving toward 314, County Road 315, these areas there. Now, it is most likely that we will see tree damage, power lines out with all of this in those areas there. And as we watch this, and let me check this up here to see what we've got changed in Clark County so we can know exactly. This is a good way to follow along with our map here as we see 1,000 people in Collinsville without it.
There is a pea-sized hail near Pachuta and 55-mile wind south of Clarkdale.
That makes sense. Right here is what we were describing just a moment ago, Madison, of that wind. We've already got 187 people without power right there at Enterprise. Stonewall, 341 people without power. All of this County Road 325, 311 of these areas there, that's where this wind damage has been coming across there. So it matches exactly what we've got on radar where power is out in these areas. Let's go back over here and look at this. This just seems to be, well...
Just got a tornado warning for Lauderdale.
Okay, that's our latest there.
South Lauderdale.
All right, let's pull radar back up. Lauderdale County, and this is going to be where it is. Take your shelter now. Let's look at our watch box area. Lauderdale County, are you with me? If you live anywhere, this is going to be Plant Sweat, Valley Road. We want you to seek your shelter now. Right there, Clarkdale, Superette, Clarkdale High School, anywhere in those subdivisions that are right along in there, seek your shelter now. Very serious matter as we look at this. Let's move across here. This is going to be Pleasant Hill. This is going to be out here near Long Creek Ball Field, which means it's not far from the Long Creek Volunteer Fire Department, right up there. Seek your shelter now. We want you to be there. Crescent Lake, if you live there, seek shelter now. Wolf Springs, as we move across, this is going to take in out where the Girl Scouts is. It'll be just south of where Southeast High School is. Here's right the Dollar General, the red light there in Benville. And as we get here, Long Creek Road, you're going to have Southeast High School here and the junior high here. Just south of there on Long Creek Road is where this tornado warning cuts across. Let's look at the county here, how this cuts across. Rodney and all the gang out at Why Not Motorsports Park. You need to be in your safe place now. Seek shelter now in Why Not if you're anywhere there around the Volunteer Fire Department on this side. Seek shelter. We move down in these areas here, the rural route, south of Highway 19. All of this area is included in this tornado warning. Mosley Lake Road, Wallace Road, McRae Place. Y'all been out there many times. The ball fields as we move across here. It's Stinson, Wolf Springs. Now, the rest of Lauderdale County, as you look at this, let me turn this where you can see here where this rain is. Heavy. This is Dunn's Fall as it's making its way to this tornado-warned area here. Out where the prison is, heavy rain. We out in the West Lauderdale area, look at this. North Lauderdale Water Association up to the Samdale Monument. Pouring rain. Y'all are under a thunderstorm warning, but not a tornado warning like the south end of the county is. Again, it's just this eastern side of Lauderdale County. And here's what we've got as we move back down and cross that county line into Clark County. We've got Highway 45. If you live north of where, right there, where Clarko State Park is, anywhere along Highway 45. Let's look at this closer. The tornado-warned area is now east of Stonewall. As we come across here, let's look at these roads here on Highway 45 where you need to be now. Seeking shelter.
Has, no power.
They're out now?
Mm-hmm, zero.
County Road 345. County Road 1471. These are just following. Here's the Roy community. As we come across here, we follow this. Now, we got sheer winds cutting up here, 81 miles an hour. Here's Highway 45. Let's zoom out here and look at this road here. This is County Road 473, County Road 474. As we back out to give you in relationship to where this is, here's Middleton. It's just due west of you. It's moving toward you. So this puts us all out here by the church, right there at the Energy Church. Y'all need to be in your safe place as well. If you live anywhere near, right around here, we want to make sure that you're in your safe place too. There, at the Snell Volunteer Fire Department. There, this is Highway 514 as it comes across here. Snell, y'all need to be in your safe place. We've got 3 different storms. The headings of this that is ferocious. 81-mile-an-hour winds. This one is hovering also at 81. These circles that you see on radar, they're 1 mile wide is what they are. All right, we come back down here. The city limits equipment still involved in this tornado warning, but let's just go south of this, below the warned area. Look at the wind that we've got here. And this, again, moving northeasterly. Here's Jay's Taxidermy. Jay is right on the line. The railroad tracks out beside his shop, if you know where I'm talking about. That's where that line is, where the tornado line cuts across to Middleton and those areas. Right here around Harmony on Highway 18 there at the Baptist Church. We've got 70-mile-an-hour shear winds. We've got 58-mile-an-hour shear winds there. Let me go by here, and I was making sure I did not get another update.
See, there's Indo Poplar Springs Road is out of power now. So it says getting bad on Spring Hill Loop. No power on County Road 350.
Okay, any other places there?
For now, that's all. Sirens are going off in Collinsville. Collinsville has no power. Southeast power is flickering and is starting to kick up over there. Highway 11 and Highway 513 North is blocked due to trees being down.
So as I believe we're going to find that we have some pretty extensive wind damage once this is all said and done. There's nothing to say that we don't have some tornadic winds that have come through this area there that has done damage. All right, let's look at our updated areas.
There's rotation west of downtown, tracking east through downtown.
All right, and that would be in the Meridian area
Yes.
that you're talking about. All right, let me look here. Jones County, Highway 514. You may have already mentioned that Highway 514 trees down
Yes.
power lines. Enterprise, did you mention that? We've got a large oak tree that is down on Highway 513 there at Enterprise. Lauderdale, let's see, 910 severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near over Increase, or 11 miles southeast of Meridian, moving east at 60 miles an hour. We want to remind you of that. Tornado warning capable. We're looking at all these different areas of notices that we're getting. All right, let's go back over here. Let's go back into radar and look at all that we've got here.
So what all areas has tornado warnings right now? It seems like there's a ton of scattered places with tornado warnings.
Well, it's actually not that many with them. And let's go here and turn off radar where everybody can see what we've got. Any place that is blinking red is a tornado warning. And we'll go up here. This is Noxubee County, northeastern Noxubee County. This is going to be north of Macon now is where this is as we look at these locations here. This is the Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is the extreme northeastern corner of Noxubee County. Tornado warning, including Brooksville. We go down into Lauderdale County, and we see that we've got 2 different severe thunderstorm warnings there. Now, I think we just lost, there we go. This is Kemper County with a severe thunderstorm warning. Lauderdale County has a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45. Lauderdale County has a tornado warning, which will expire at 9:30. We have 18 minutes remaining on that. In Clark County, a tornado warning until 9:45. Now, right outside this warned area, and we also got this in Jones County, eastern Jones County, and you can bet your boots that we're going to have this fired off here in Wayne County if you're watching there south of us. Let's zoom in and look at our locations and follow this closely of what we've got here in Lauderdale County as we've had this moved over easterly into the county. Now, this picks up now in Lauderdale County, this tornado warning, right at the Girl Scouts. If you're in that area there, and this is going to take in the Long Creek Volunteer Fire Department, these areas here. Let's move back over on this road here and see where this is. This is moved east of right here. Let's see what we've got going on here. This is going to be Fisher Road in 0. Do you live on Fisher Road? Where it runs into Pickard Campbell Road, Johnson Road, Bowling Long Creek Road there, Walter Hayes Road. These areas right here are in this tornado warned area. 0, y'all pay close attention with this. Cliff Williams, Enzor. As we cut across, and this is also going to cut just south of Southeast, as we said, and take it in where the Boy Scouts is. All of this area, and why not? Now, let's turn back on radar where you can see where the rain is. It's just to the west of that. Look at Clarkdale. This runs right up to the school there. Mathis Peaches, y'all are still under this tornado warning right there. This eastern side, although it may not be raining in Wyandotte right now, it's light rain. There is heavy stuff that is on the way. As we drop down and we watch this, our friends here in Clark County have caught a lot. This is some of the heaviest rain that we've had all night in southern Lauderdale County and eastern. Now it's getting to be the eastern side of Clark County as we look at this. All this area out here in Snell, y'all be ready. This is coming for you. We're looking at this cell that's got 70-mile-an-hour shear winds with it. As we look at this area here, we follow. This is Highway 45. This is heavy rain back over from Long's Fish Camp all the way over here to Snell. This is going to be right here on top of you at Clarko State Park. Pouring rain downtown Quitman. As you look out just to the west of you here, this is going to be Pleasant Hill Baptist Church there on Highway 512. West of you is the heaviest of rain that we've got there in between there and Pachuta. It's making its way to Quitman. We're already starting to see rain now out at right there at the Archusa Water Creek. We're going to see this coming up on Cooper's Chapel. Although it's not raining really hard at Cooper's Chapel, you're going to get this here in just a few moments at Cooper's Chapel. Now, this drops down just south of there where the landfill is. That's going to be your line where the tornado warning expires or cuts off. Let me reword that. Right there at Jay's Taxidermy across where the landfill is. But let's look at this. Just south of you, DeSoto, these areas here, Carmichael, y'all have got some heavy, heavy rain headed your ways with some heavy shear winds, 81 miles an hour. As we look at, here's Jay's Taxidermy. Let's go south of there and look at this. This is DeSoto, where the church is. Due south of there. And let's look here.
Let's see. Trees down on County Road 352 and Highway 45. There's no power on County Road 480. Power out in Elwood on County Road 120. It's getting really bad in Elwood right now. It's bad in Wynot. Lights are out in Snell.
A lot of that. All right. As we go here at Shibuda, we got any folks in the Shibuda area? Just north of you is where the wind is going to pick up. Now, just west of you in Shibuda, there's some heavy rain headed your way there, Highway 45. Y'all don't need to be driving in this if there's any way around it. Horrible weather as we look at this. We've got shear winds popping in at 58, another storm there at 68. And again, this is just east of Highway 45, Summerall. Just right out there to the east of you where this is less than a half a mile from there. The Goodwater community, pouring rain there. Now, as we get up here near DeSoto, as we mentioned here, we got two different cells here, 70-mile-an-hour shear wind. So let's zoom in on here, right there on top of each other. That's a double whammy. This is going to be moving across. As we look here, this is County Road 694, County Road 690, 691. This is going to be affecting Brewer within 6 minutes. Carmichael, you'll get the storm within 8 minutes. Manassas, add a minute to that. Crandall, 12 minutes. Shiloh, 15 minutes. We want all of y'all in your safe place. This is a tornado warning in these areas here as we watch this tonight, and we want you to be safe.
There were reports in Clarkdale of a roof being blown off of a house.
Okay, do we know what part of Clarkdale have we been told that?
Not yet. Near Clarkdale High School.
Okay, all right. So that tells us, and we've watched this, all right? This watch box has moved across right there to the east as we look at this. Let's Clarkdale, still in this tornado warned area. As there was so much rain, it was hard to see that line. Right there around the Clarkdale area, and we can see that. And it's most likely with these winds that come across, pouring rain there. Right now, right above Snell. If you live in Snell, you need to seek your shelter. 70-mile-an-hour shear winds with this storm. This is mighty close to energy. All of the rain, now the winds are ahead of this storm. Out to your west It's coming. It's coming from Enterprise, these areas, crossing Highway 45 and slowly coming across. Again, we've got that watch box area still. Downtown Quitman under a tornado warning. We want you to seek shelter. As we move northward, we watch Lauderdale County. Now, as we have this warned area here in the Wynot area, you're under a tornado warning. Is Enterprise safe now? Enterprise is out of the watch box area at this point. It's east of there now. Let's zoom in on this so you can see this here. Here's Enterprise, and if you go just due east of here, here's the Dollar General, and you follow this out to where this cross is. This is going to be County Road 353 is where the tornado warned area picks up.
People trapped inside their home on Clarkdale Road seek shelter. Possible tornado has been on the ground in Clarkdale. Entrapments are being reported.
I can see that. We've got that's about from down. It's 2.5 miles is what we've got from downtown Enterprise. Now, all right.
Tornado's not confirmed, but there is a lot of damage from the wind.
Okay, what I'm going to try to do, and if you will talk for just a second, update. I'm going to try to get a phone call in to Clark County and see what we can get as far as a damage report in that area there.
A lot of people saying strong winds and heavy rain in Kiwani. Someone's asking what road. I assume it's near Clarkdale High School. They never said exactly what road.
Right.
Clarkdale Road? Okay. Clarkdale Road. Some people are trapped in Nanawaya. Some people are trapped.
Okay, I just need to. If you'll talk just somehow or another, my phone got thrown off. I guess it was when.
Getting a lot of reports on damage of Clarkdale Road. 4 entrapments and power lines down in Clarkdale now.
Okay, we're hearing that, and I'm trying to get my phone back hooked up. It threw something off there.
That is okay. If y'all have any pictures of the damage, please send them, and I will post them.
All right, we'll do that. All right. I'm having there it is. I'll get this hooked up in just a second. It threw me off, and that's what's throwing us. We're going to be joining Clark County here with David in just a moment, and we may have gotten that hooked up. Let me see if that's back working.
Stonewall had very strong winds, and Enterprise has a roof blown off of a trailer.
Okay, all right, we're hooked up now, and let's go to Clark County. David Sharp, how in the world are you this evening?
I'm busy right now, Scotty.
What can you tell us? What damage has been reported to y'all, David?
Right now, I have not received any information on any structures or damage in our county. I fully expect to get some calls, but right now we have not. But we've got a lot of reports of trees down. I understand there's some damage up in Lauderdale County, just north of us. The cell that come into Enterprise and Stonewall area took a turn and went back north and went somewhere between Bassett City and Clarkdale, and that's where I understand they got a lot of damage up in that area right now. But this thing, it looked like it was kind of going to fade away, and then all of a sudden we see the tornado signature, and then there was a big gust front with it that had winds between 70 and 90 miles an hour. So we may have had a tornado, but we definitely had a big, like a bow echo gust front that come all the way across the county. So we got damage from one end of the county to the other, but I just don't know how bad it is yet.
Okay, well, we'll check back with you here in just a little bit. Again, David Sharp with your emergency management team there in Clark County. We'll check back with you. Thanks a bunch, David.
Okay, buddy.
All right, as we get reports of that, and as we're going to cut here in just a second here and see if I can reach Lauderdale County and see what we're getting out of Lauderdale County forest damage also. All right, have we got anything else reported there, Madison?
Causeville Road at Rawson Road has a tree down. The road is completely blocked. Someone said power is out in Collinsville now.
Okay, well, a bunch of power out.
She said the main water line ripped out on 370.
Okay, all right, we got some water lines. Joining us now, let's go to Lauderdale County Emergency Management. Odie, what can you tell us of what we're being told about Lauderdale County at this point?
Scotty Ray, right now we've got a confirmed tornado that has hit on Clarkdale Road, near Clarkdale School. Multiple houses with roofs gone. We're tracking another one, possibly up in the Dalewood section.
In the Dalewood section in this area here. All
Correct.
right. Can you tell me, have we had gotten, Madison, tell me, didn't we have some reports of entrapment earlier up in that area in the Clarkdale, or am I matched? All right, we have gotten reports of messages. Have you heard that?
That is true. We are en route to that location now.
Okay. Please check back with us and let us know what you find out on this.
I'll sure do it.
Okay. And again, thank you, Odie. We'll check back with you here in just a little while after we know more.
Right.
Thanks a lot, my friend.
Yeah.
And if y'all remember what we said about this in the beginning, we were looking at these boxes that were 3s and 4s, and the Mississippi Delta would get more weather, and we looked at the Meridian area, and it was a 3, and it was right on that line. And if you'll look at this, let me turn this off here where you can see a little bit better here. This was the line right in here that they were saying, well, maybe nothing's going to happen. Well, it has. All right, as radar updates, the tornado warning has expired for Clark County. We still have this for Lauderdale County. Let's zoom in on our area here in Lauderdale County that still has a tornado warned area. And again, this is a work in progress because we do now know that without a shadow of a doubt, we have damage right in this area here. And this has moved across. This is that area here. Let's talk about this here. Thunderstorm warning still in Lauderdale County, but we want to watch this closely. If you live from the Boy Scouts southward, here's going to be right here at Causeyville. East of Causeyville, all the way to the county line. Rodney Wing, I'm going to call you out by name. If you're good friends with Rodney and you live in that area, I want you to seek shelter now. Do not wait any longer. Be in your safe place. Hopefully you've already done that. Most of you probably have. All of these roads here, the Alamucha-Wynot Road, we follow this. We look at Sam Gooden Road, still under this warning. Very serious matter. We do know that this has been on the ground. Could this be one that's short? Absolutely. We hope it was done minimal damage. No one is hurt. That's what we're hoping for. We're keeping our fingers crossed. And remember, with all of this, it takes all of us. Your friends and neighbors that do have damage are going to need your help. They may need a place to stay for the night. We don't know the damage and the extent of what has happened, but it's going to take rolling up a few sleeves, a few chainsaws, and communities working together to help one another through this as we watch this. Now, this is going to expire at 9:30 tonight.
Highway 145 and Spring Hills Road is blocked from trees being down.
Okay.
And a tree is down on the right lane, southbound on I-59 and 136.
Okay. We look at this heavy rain that we've gotten. It's still falling over most of the county. Right here on the county line, just south of Lauderdale, as we see 81-mile-an-hour sure winds. This is due west of Lisbon, just across the state line. Y'all need to pay close attention here because these storms push Mataha, Alabama, Hurricane Creek just east of you. And this is going to be right at the Cyril community on the edge of Alabama. This is all west. Butler, y'all be prepared. These storms are going to come your way. Now, we've got roughly 3 minutes remaining on this tornado warning that we're tracking right across here. We're going to stay with this on television until this warning falls out here, and then we'll stay here online to do this. If you're watching us on television, welcome. We're glad to have you a part of this. You can find us online at Scotty Ray's Weather on Facebook, or you can flip over to YouTube at sammedia.network to continue the coverage once this has gone out. Now, we'll be updating with damage all throughout the evening, letting you know who, what, when, and how of what the situations are. We've got 3 minutes on that. That's what we've got. And let's look at our heavy rain. Now, this we still up here in the Columbus area, barely taken in Noxubee County, just a little bitty corner right there. We have a tornado warning that will expire at 9:45, and also southeast of Columbus, Mississippi, some weather there. We come down. Let's see, Madison, have you checked those inbox messages there to see what anybody has sent, anything coming in on that?
Someone is asking, someone has a coworker asking about her father in Mathis. She cannot get a hold of him, and someone said a tornado touchdown in that area. It is 13714 Quitman Meridian. She cannot get in contact with her father, so if anyone has any way to find out about if this person is okay.
If you'll take that information and put it and type it in the notes there as it comes down, maybe somebody, if you'll type that in for us.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and Madison to get that loaded there. Cell service is out, Sherry said. And Sherry, where are you at? I'm asking that. Cell service out. How's Cuba, Alabama? Cuba, Alabama is okay right now, but these storms are moving toward Cuba, Alabama. No warnings there for there yet. We do have a thunderstorm warning right here, and we'll thunderstorm warning until 10 p.m. As we look at this, this is for Choctaw, Washington, Perry, Wayne, and northern Greene counties is what we have in Alabama. No tornado warnings. All right, we're getting a lot of winds on this. Look at this now. This is heavy rain, eastern Lauderdale County, York, Alabama. Our friends in Livingston, Alabama, y'all are getting dumped on. If you're traveling 59 I-20 toward Tuscaloosa, Alabama, all the way up to Utah, it's going to be rough. Now, we've got the all clear on this west side of this as it's already moved through Newton County. Y'all are clear. Neshoba County, it's over with y'all. Only the southeastern corner of Kemper County has it, but Lauderdale County and due south is still getting a pounding, a beating, however you want to word this. It's bad weather for our friends here in Lauderdale County. Still there. 1 minute remaining on our tornado warning for Lauderdale County. As we go south into Clark County, we have a severe thunderstorm warning remaining in the southeastern corner around Shibuda. Severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45, 15 minutes remaining on that. And then a severe thunderstorm warning down here in Wayne County also. And a lot of shear winds in Wayne County as we look at that. 60, 70, 80 mile an hour shear winds. Now, as I started talking about this a little bit earlier ago about how we track things and what is said with these numbers of the severity, as it turns out, Lauderdale County and Clark County got some of the worst weather that came out of the storm, and they had it to where tornadoes were going to be going forecasted up the Mississippi River. Now, I'm sure that there were some tornadoes that happened here, but as we see here, East Mississippi, as always, when we forecast this, and I'm just saying this to protect everybody, follow these storms when we put this out there. When there's potential for it, pay close attention to it. All right, we now see that Lauderdale County is now out of a tornado warning. It is all clear. We only have a severe thunderstorm warning immediately in the area here in Clark County. We follow this and we come down. Columbus has a tornado warning, which is out of the area for the television. So, all right.
Dale Earnhardt Boulevard has trees down. Multiple homes reporting roofs are blown off on Clarkdale Road. Many trees down on Highway 45 in Clarkdale. Please do not go there. Let the responders get there. They do not need any more people. They are thankful for you wanting to help, but please do not go down there.
Okay, so it's a lot of damage
we're
getting in that area.
Yes, it's a ton of damage down Clarkdale Road.
Okay.
So please stay away from that area, please.
Now, again, if you're watching us on Twin States News, we're getting ready to sign off on television because our warnings have run out, but we're going to continue coverage here for the next little bit of what's going on in our area. So you can find us on Sam Media on YouTube, and you can also find us on Scotty Ray's Weather on Facebook. You may have to type in Scotty Ray Report to reach it. Whichever way that you want to type that in on Facebook, it'll pull us up there and direct you to the right place, and we're going to continue the coverage as well as our website. Again, thank you for joining us on television. We now return back to regular broadcasting on Twin States News, and thank you for watching. All right. As we get back to coverage here at Facebook, let's pull this up and let's go over and look at our outages of power of what we've got the situation here in the Meridian area now. This has been an evening, hasn't it? Let's pull up our map here and let me show you what we've got. A lot of folks without power, and this is going to tell you, let me back this out here, about where we had damage from possible tornadoes and strong winds. We look here. North of Philadelphia, the Bogachiga area, right there in Louisville. not Louisville, but in Winston County is what I meant to say there. Highway 397. Here's Louisville. This is going to be right over in here. Here's Noxapater. Anywhere east of there is it made its way there. 1,800 people without power there. We got a total of 5,000 people without power tonight. All right, let's come down into Kemper County here. Right off of Highway 45, we're going to have about 37 people without power. This is due north of Lauderdale. Here's Scuba. This is going to be just below Porterville. We come on down to Meridian Station, NAS Meridian. Right above there, 34 people. All right, here's what we've got. Let's zoom in here. Here's Collinsville. 800 people, roughly. 739 are without power in that area. Over in Bailey, northeast of there, we've got 12 people, and we've got 92 people right up here without power. This is going to be on La Zilla Road, due south of NAS Meridian without power. We have 206 right over in this area here. This is the Little Rock area. Now, when we get south of here, this is where we've had our damage, and it's a bunch of it there. A lot of power off in those areas there. Now, let me see if I can...
someone is asking about Lisbon. It's heavy rain and lots of wind right now.
Lisbon, Alabama.
Yes.
We'll glance back over at that here in just a moment there. Shibuda. Here we go here south of Enterprise. Look at the 700 people, 600 people rather, in Enterprise without power. Energy area. We got a lot of people there without it. And also Volsburg, these areas just west of Highway 45, 300 people there. Now let's look at our counties of what we've got showing here. Clark County has taken a big hit. 1,366 people. We see that Lauderdale County has 1,600 people without power now. That's a heat. Neshoba County, 153. All right. What did we find out here?
Walker is completely blocked.
Now, that's going to be just off of Highway 45 is where that is, in the Clarkdale community, Walker Bottom Road. Some serious damage that we're learning there. All right. Let's see here. As people are asking, and you're more than welcome as we do this broadcast to post here about people that you're wanting to know what areas are and if you know of damage, so people will know how things are looking. We want that to be a part of that. Now,
Highway 11 north of Savory has trees down.
Where was that location again?
Highway 11 north of Savoy.
Savoy.
I
Okay.
said Savory. My bad. Savoy.
I didn't recognize that. Was why I asked that. Now, as we look and we go to these different power companies, look at this. Let's pull this up for you. This is going to be in Newton County and also here from Flowood, these areas up here in Bogachita. Newton County, in between Newton County and Forest, about 1,000 people without power. We move here through Conahatta, 500 people without power. Got a little fast on me there. Sebastopol, a little bit of power outage there. Pearl River, right there on Highway 16, just west of the resort, 600 people without power. North of Philadelphia, 2,200 without power. So we've had some major damage when it comes to our power lines all throughout this. All right, let me check back here. All right, let me get this on here, and we're going to join EMEPA and have them talk to us here in just a second as to what the power situation is. Let's go back and pull up radar and see what we've got here as you're watching for this. And we're going to have EMEPA on with us here as soon as I get the number dialed. Any other reports we got there, Madison?
Someone is wondering if they can travel on Highway 145.
I would say at this point I'd hold off on that. We don't know the extent of the damage there, 145 at this point.
And someone is asking, is Lauderdale in the clear?
Lauderdale County is in the clear. Now, again, with Lauderdale County, keep in mind, we've had a lot of rain the eastern side. Toomsuba is still getting wet weather. All right, Julie Bowles is joining us from EMEPA. Good evening.
Hi, Scotty Ray.
All right, how are you doing, and what can you tell us about these damaged areas of what information y'all have received at this point?
Well, at this point, we really are starting to get our trucks rolling. safety conditions allow us to get out there. We're getting our damage assessment teams dispatched to the areas where we've had the worst damage. And of course, we've seen a lot in Winston County, that south portion of Winston County, down in South Lauderdale County and Clark County. So until our damage assessment teams can get out there and really assess that damage, we won't know the extent quite yet, but we are seeing widespread outages across our system, really, like you said, Scotty Ray, all the way from Winston County down to Clark County.
And your total now is what, 5,000, is that right?
Right now, we are actually at 6372. Then that just went up to 6377. So we are still seeing outages come in.
So as you said just a moment ago, you're just now being able to get your guys to where they can roll the linemen on the situations. They don't know what they're going to roll into. Now, as you can see in that, what do you see in your outage area there in the Clarkdale community? What can you see on your end as we talk here of how many people in that area that you have? Or is that asking too much at the moment?
Well, let's see. We have got a lot of the Clarkdale area out. We've got, 277 right along Zero Road area, and then we've got we've got a lot of the Clarkdale area. 680 around. I'm going to zoom into my map here, and so around Valley Road, we've got about 680 outages there. T.M. Jones Road has got some power, but we do have some outages there. And then pretty much all down south from there, down into Clark County, is without power. Walker Road is without power for the most part. Clark County Road, let's see.
Right.
4821. We've got the majority of Clarkdale, in that south area, all the way down to Enterprise, we've got outages.
Okay. Well, what we will do is we'll give y'all time to get started, and I will check back with you as your crews head out, as y'all assess damage and try to get the power restored for so many people. We'll check back in with you here in just a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate it, Scotty Ray. And just as a reminder, folks can view these outages on our app and on our website, and just know we've got crews that are getting out there as quickly as they can, but it may take some time.
All right, and let me ask this, because you can see it online, but let's say that for whatever reason that you don't know how to look this up, is there a number that you can still call to go, hey, I'm without power?
Yes, absolutely. You can call 601-581-8600 to report an outage that way.
And I urge everybody, if you've never used this, to where you can pull this up and look at outages, and we'll just show the coverage map while I still got you on the phone of just how easy it is to do this. And this is what it looks like right there. One of the easiest things in the world to use. And it will tell you exactly where you are and if there's power, those little red lines.
That's right. Yeah, and we've just got a lot out there right now, a lot of damage. But I mean, I see from my end, looking at our outage map, we've got trucks that are rolling, so they're headed that way.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Julie, for joining us tonight. Julie Bowles with the MEPA, and again, we'll check back with you in a little bit.
Thanks, Scotty Ray.
Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Julie Bowles again joining us live there as we got an update from EMEPA. And Madison, anything that you need to update on your side of the room as we look at this? Have we had any more questions that I'm not aware of?
I haven't seen anything else new.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the Clarkdale community. I'm going to connect here and speak with somebody from the Clarkdale community who was a part of all of this weather. Chris Reed, Man of the Year. How are you doing, Chris?
Man, I'm doing good, Scotty Ray. How you doing, sir?
Now, you were not far from where all this wind damage. What have you been told by neighbors? What do you know about the community at this point?
Yeah, right now, Stephanie, she's been in contact with a lot of our friends in the community or whatever. I think Southern Hills took a hit. I think a roof came completely off there. And also got word that Clarkdale campus once again got hit, but we don't know the extent of the damages. So we're here in Zero community, and it just seems like for the past 3 or 4 weeks, with these springtime thunderstorms, if it's been kind of a pattern, if it's coming through Jasper, it's pretty much going to come at Enterprise or just north and come straight across whenever the line's running northeast.
Now, did y'all receive any damage at your home?
No, I hadn't. I don't see anything in the immediate area. I was out pretty much on the front. I think I sent you a video earlier. I think what we got here directly was straight line winds, but when the straight lines wind, when they hit, it hit pretty hard and quick.
Yeah, and we certainly hope that everybody's okay, that maybe it's just some small damage. That's what we're all hoping and praying for. And I just got a message from the Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team that said to tell everybody to stay home at this point, stay off the roads. They're trying to assess the damage and get to everybody. Hold off on traveling if you can anywhere in that Clarkdale community.
Right. We heard originally about the Southern Hills subdivision, that there was an entrapment there. We've got several friends in that community or in that subdivision, and I think Stephanie, my wife, she's communicating with them, trying to get that confirmed or not. So if I hear something before you, I'll let you know. So she's trying to find out. She actually just got a text message now. And okay, I do know confirmed in the Clarkdale area, right close to the campus, that a house has been completely destroyed, and I think so. That's right there at Clarkdale school area. So the house has been completely destroyed. So we know them. I'm not going to give any names or anything. So we're definitely going to be trying to get to them or check on them too. Directly.
With that being said, to your knowledge, are they okay? Is it just the house that is damaged and destroyed?
Yeah. From my understanding, they are okay. It's just I guess a complete destruction of property. So we hadn't heard anything from anyone that there's any I guess injuries or anything like that. So I hadn't gotten word from that.
Okay. Well, Chris, thank you for checking in with us. And as always, if you hear more from the community, let us know so we can share this.
Yeah, look, I definitely want to tell you real quick, Scotty Ray, I know you have to go, you're busy, but I definitely want to tell you, especially in our community, Clarkdale area, and I know the past few weeks that this area, not only this area, but a lot of areas in the South has been hit. But I appreciate what you're doing as far as getting the information out live and staying on, no matter how long it takes or whatever, because there's a lot of people, not only in my community in the Clarkdale area, but basically all over that tune in to you and get the information live and instant. So I just appreciate you. I want to give you, tell you thanks for that, because it definitely helps us out, and we're constantly staying in communication with you. So I appreciate you.
Man, anytime, Chris, and thank you so much. You're
yes, sir.
Great fellow. We'll be back in touch with you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Again, Chris Reed, Man of the Year, joining us this afternoon as we talk about the Clarkdale community. As we spoke with Odie Barrett earlier, and he mentioned he just sent me a message, texted to us, and said that if you're in that area, stay off the roads. They have a lot of damage. Let me get this out of my ear so I can hear, and I don't have an echo there without the phone. A lot of damage in the area. We're getting reports of possibly a home destroyed in the Clarkdale community, and we watched those winds a little bit ago on radar. All right, let's see here. Let's go back up here. I think we had some more messages. Didn't we, Madison?
Clarkdale School and surrounding house power lines are down. Excuse me. I'm trying to get things to load. The Lauderdale County is monitoring the conditions to whether Clarkdale will have school or not tomorrow. They're checking it out to make sure everything is okay and making sure everyone's okay. So we are waiting to hear from them to see if school will happen tomorrow for Clarkdale.
Okay, let's see here. Ellen Williams tells us a lot of damage in trees down on County Road 470. That's towards South Anderson, blocked on County Road 470. Al Davis tells us Causeyville, Clark Road, completely blocked. Wow. That's a bunch. And I think we got some more comments up here, even in the city limits of Meridian. I saw some damage mentioned in this area also. If you can scroll back and find that.
Someone just sent me a picture, and it's on Zero Road. They have tried to get home two ways but there are trees blocked down on Zero Road, and there is a car in the middle off the road. They don't know if the person there is okay or not.
Ooh.
So that might be a good see if this person is okay on Zero Road.
Okay, we'll find out more on that. I'm getting a note here. Lots of damage on Meter Road. Several houses damaged there, and that comes in from Carl Merchant. Carl, I appreciate you passing that along to us there. Let's see here. I'm checking to see if any other messages that we've gotten here. All right. Let's get back here and follow here. Let's go back up. I wanted to follow that. No power on Sam Lackey Road in the Russell area. We're also getting Brian pass this along to us. Large tree across Highland Avenue. That's going to be near 40th Street. Is what we're getting the information there, and down in the Meridian within the city limits there. All right. We may have already talked about this. County Road 371, a lot of damage there. We had an ask about the Collinsville area. To my knowledge, I think it's only a little bit of wind damage in that area as well. So we got that. All right. I'm gonna check in here. Let me get to my phone back, and we're going to put somebody else on live with us to give an update of some areas here. Hang on, this is again live, and I apologize. It just takes just a second as we do this.
And that is A-okay.
All right, it's just one of those things that it's just the way it is as we do it. We'll eventually have some more people that join us to help us all with this. Joining us now, Al Davis. Al, what can you tell us? What are you being told about the area and conditions in Lauderdale County? What do you know at this point?
Well, right now, Scotty Ray, is all south part of the county. Clarkdale, Carsville, Valley Road's got a house with 2 people trapped in it with trees on it. We got fire department going to it right now. But trees are down all over the south, Carsville, Clarkdale area. I know one house destroyed by Clarkdale School. So just there's trees down everywhere. So definitely stay out of the area unless you're with the emergency personnel, because they're having a hard time getting to these houses to get these people that are trapped inside.
Now, with that being said, in the Clarkdale area, to your knowledge, it has just been damaged. We haven't heard of anybody. We've heard some people that are trapped, but no loss of life or any major injuries that you're aware of.
Right. No injuries or loss of life as of right now. Just folks trapped with trees on their houses. And but no injuries as of right now.
All right, let's ask this. I've gotten several messages about the Collinsville area. What do you know about wind damage or trees or anything down in that area?
I haven't heard of any damages in Collinsville. No wind damage, no trees down. I know there is power out from Collinsville south toward Meridian, toward 494. Power is out there, but as far as I know, as of right now, we have not had any reports of trees down.
Okay, and that's good news. And you've been in close contact with people that are working this south end of the county, as you said, with the volunteer fire departments. They're trying to get to these areas, stay home, stay off the roads, and there'll be a time to come help.
Exactly. Wait till tomorrow. I'm sure lots of folks going to need help tomorrow, but as of right now, don't go in that area because it's a mess.
Okay. Well, Al, we certainly appreciate it. If you get any more information, please holler back at us and let us know.
Yes, sir. Sure will, Scotty.
Thanks a lot, Al.
Again,
Al Davis joining us there from Al's Gardening Gift. I wanted to pass this along. We just got this in. Reports of structure damage to homes in the 7,000 block along the Northern County Road 350. Now, this is Clark County. No injuries reported, but a lot of damage there also.
Got 5,400 block Valley Road trees on a home. People are trapped inside.
Whoa.
Yes. And then trees across the road on County Road 374. Enterprise area just off Highway 11. Debris everywhere.
All right. I wanted to point this out. We have a large tree down, broken main water line reported in the 3600 block of County Road 370, and that is in Clark County. Now, I had some questions about Alabama. Let's move over here and let me pull back up radar for our friends that are still watching in Alabama. This is let's zoom in on this of what we've got. The only thing that we've got over in this area is a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. It's going to run until 10:30 tonight. Demopolis area, this is a lot of rain coming down. And you do with this. Here's Livingston. It's going to be due east of you right there. We've got 70-mile-an-hour shear winds with this, and we've got right there, let's see what that is. That's going to be Toshiba, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And 104-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. So we're getting wind damage as well as this right here. Here's Livingston. It's going to be just due east of you and south of Utah, Alabama is where this is coming down. Now, again, it's not a tornado warning, but it's still a lot of wind packed with this. It's going to be some damage without a doubt in these areas here as we look at this. We move down. Let's turn on this. York, Alabama, y'all are safe at this point. It's moved past y'all. Cuba, Alabama, it's due east of y'all, so y'all are in the safe zone. We watch these areas around here around Forkland, Demopolis, Alabama. East of Livingston is still a concern there. So we watch that carefully there. All right, let's pull back and turn this off. Have we got, Madison, if you'll check our inboxes on...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Have we got anything to pull out of there?
Someone just sent me a picture of what went down in Enterprise, the tornado. A county road 370 where the water line was busted from the tree falling down. So I'll be posting that picture.
Okay.
I just got a message. Causeyville Road power line is down, trees down. Vinville Causey Road, close to the fire department, lines down and tree down at the old country store.
Okay.
All in Causeyville Road. Trees are down and power lines are down near the fire department.
All right. I had a question that just got sent in to us here. And let me read this to you. And also, I had a question about Alabama, Aliceville, Alabama. Aliceville is here. It's due east of you. It's due east of Carrollton. This is going to be headed toward the Gordo area there. If you're in Gordo, Alabama, watching tonight, 58-mile-an-hour shear winds approaching Gordo, Alabama. Again, a thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning, but still packing a lot of wind. Utah, Alabama, couldn't get it out. Demopolis, Alabama. All of this area are areas of concern tonight. As we come down, York is in the safe zone. Still heavy rain now, stretching Highway 17 all the way down from Butler, Alabama, through Toxie, and you're also going to go to Gilberttown. It's still a lot of rain there, and we're showing a lot of hail in that area there. So watch those areas. Not out of the clear just yet. Most of that is, this is starting to be on the backside of it, but still not out of the clear yet. Now, I had a question here. Have we had any, and if you live in these areas, pass this along, Bronson Road, right off Valley Road. This is past the Clarkdale Community Ball Field. Has anybody had any reports of damage in that area? If you know where that is, answer this for someone that sent this in to know what was going on with that. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're going to make another phone call and join the Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team here in just a second, if I can find my earpiece so we can hear things. All right. All right, I think I'm got all my ducks in a row here. All right, let's see here. Almost there. Give me just a second. We'll. All right, we're dialing now, and we'll be joining that to find out some more information about what's going on in Lauderdale County here in just a moment. Almost connected, and this should give us some good information here in just a moment. I'm telling you, cell service tonight is kind of tight.
Just got a screenshot from a video someone has from the Clarkdale tornado.
Okay, get that up for us so we can share that. All right, Odie Barrett with the Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team joins us. Odie, what can you tell us of what y'all are seeing at this point?
Right now, we're still trying to get back to everybody. We were able to make contact with the ones out on Clarkdale Road. They're safe, but right now there are trees down covering most all of these roads out here, even 45, 145, and the side roads. And we just ask everybody, just please stay inside. Don't get out. Don't go right around. Make contact with your family and friends. Make sure they're okay. If you can't make contact or anything, call 911, and we'll try and get somebody out to go check on them. But just try and get everybody to keep our roads clean and clear as possible. Right now, it's just a very dangerous situation.
Now, tell me this, Odie, as y'all left the downtown Meridian area and as you dropped off to southern Lauderdale County, where did you start seeing damage pick up with trees and things kind of bent? Where did it pick up at?
It was south of 145. I went down 19 and hit 45 down off 19 south, and it was clear coming up that way. But once I went under 145, a couple of miles down is where we started seeing trees crossing the highways, and it's just gotten worse as the farther south we went, all the way up there to Parkdale.
Now, do you know of any trees and things that are on the 4-lane there on 145? Have you seen had any reports of that area, or is it more on the 2-lane side?
It's on both. It's on 4-lane and 2-lane.
Okay. Well, that gives us a better idea.
The northbound seemed to be okay, but I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to it because of the amount of trees that was in the southbound lane. But it's just, really dangerous. We just ask everybody if they would just please stay home. We've got multiple trees down out on Valley Road and out that way that we're getting out to the homes on that side of Lauderdale County. We've got crews all over the south part of the county right now.
All right. And I would say that you expect for this to go on into the wee hours of the morning of getting everybody checked on. I don't think this is going to be something in 30 minutes y'all are done with, or is it?
No, this would be long-term throughout the night. We'll work diligently making sure that everyone is safe. Our secondary is going to be making sure the roads are clear and passable. Once we make sure that all our county residents are safe, then we'll start working on county roads. We do have a county crew out of the road department that is starting to get out and start cleaning up some of the roads, and we've also got MDOT we've been in touch with, and they'll be out on the highways as well. So we've got multiple crews from multiple agencies coming in to work on different aspects of this storm, and we'll be out here for a good majority of the night.
All right, let me ask you one question about this, because we know of in the Clarkdale community, I'm not exactly sure where you are at this moment. We did have that report of a home totally destroyed in the Clarkdale community. When we say that, is it like off the slab, or is it just roof damage, or what is the extent of it from what you know of?
I do not know anything personal on that amount of damage to a home yet. So we're fixing to get out, and our main concern right now is the safety of other people.
Okay.
And we'll start surveying the damage and looking at what the effects of other homes are.
Okay. Well, Odie, we certainly appreciate it and everything that the emergency management team does. Y'all are out trying to keep everybody safe. And I know that you want to cover this real quick, because we're without power. Do not touch these power lines, because I'm sure that you're seeing them.
Definitely. They are across the roads, across the yards. Just because you don't have power and there's a power line down, it does not mean that power line is not energized. So do not touch them. Let us know. You can call us at 911. Let us know that there are power lines down. We can get in touch with EMEPA and Mississippi Power. We've got direct lines to them that we can get in touch with them and let them know exact locations and get those guys out there. As much as we do this, we don't touch these lines.
Right.
We let them do this, and once they tell us it's clear, then we'll start to remove trees. But we don't do anything with power until the power company looks at us in our eye and tells us that is de-energized.
All right. Well, Odie, thank you, and we'll be checking back with you for more updates throughout the evening hours.
Sounds good, Scotty Ray, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I will be in touch. Again, Odie Barrett
Right.
with Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team as they are out surveying, making sure that everybody is okay. Now, I've gotten a couple of messages that just came in. Sydney Covington sent me a note that said that she had a friend that they could feel the noise as this went over their home there in the Clarkdale community a little bit ago as it passed their house. Also had a tree down on I-59 in the southbound right lane there, mile marker 136. So if you're traveling in the dark for whatever reason that you're having to do, be careful.
I just got a inbox. A 16-year-old got a really bad cut by the glass that was by the window of their house.
Uh-huh.
He lives on Woodland Drive east of 45 on the county line. An
Okay.
injury of a 16-year-old.
Okay, that's the first injury that we've had reported tonight. Hopefully all that will be fine, be patched up, and be
I
good.
just got a picture of one of the roofs of the houses on Clarkdale Road.
All right, if you'll get that posted there, we'll share that with everybody. Let me go back over here as you've been loading things, and I hadn't paid a lot of attention that we can show some of this as we're live on the air. Let me get this refreshed, and we'll share some of the things that have gone on. Here's a picture a little bit earlier. Pretty serious there. Let me pop this up there. You'll see how wide that is. That is from Clarkdale, that picture taken. I know it's dark, but you can see the outline right there of that tornado as it approached the Clarkdale community. And you don't think that won't do damage. It did.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, that is a big storm. Let's scroll down and see what else you've loaded here. This is from Enterprise. Let's look at this. As
Very
we
small.
zoom in on that right there, that is County Road. What were the notes that you put on that? County Road through 70 is where that was from there. As you can see that pretty good there. As we come down, this is going to be Zero Road. It's blocked as we see that. Can't get through it. And most of our county roads are looking like this. We want to remind you of that as you try to travel it. You're not going to get very far tonight. Let me close that and scroll down and keep looking at what we've got here. Another angle of Zero Road that is blocked. Now here's Spring Hill Road, power line down across the road. Look at that. And as Odie just pointed out, for whatever reason, something is down. Don't touch that. That is it could be the last thing you ever do in this world. Very dangerous. Get electrocuted. Here is heavy rain and stuff from Quitman that was put out earlier. As we look at that was some strong wind and lightning that rolled through that area there in Quitman. Let's see what else we got down that. Pop back up to the top there. This is going to be Point Road routes. Point Road routes have busted the water line. That's going to be in Clark County also. This was earlier from Jackson, Mississippi, as we got this. You see that tornado right there? All of these very serious, and if you do have pictures, we'd love for you to pass those along to us so we can share that with everybody. If you've got damage in your yard, trees down, it helps others know what you went through, the struggle that you went through that. Any updates on the Crescent Lake area? I have not gotten any words on that. Have you, Madison?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I can send a text in that area and find out. See what they say on that. Now, there's several ways to get information to us. You can inbox us here on Facebook, or you can email us at Scotty Ray. That's SCOTTYRAY 1969 at AOL.
I just got a report. Trees are down across Valley Road between the Fish Lodge and TM Jones.
TM Jones, I know exactly where that area is.
Trees
there.
are down.
All right, let's look at Alabama. Let me take an update and a look for our friends that are still watching us from the Alabama side to let you know where these storms are. As we pull this up, here we are. We've got the storms that are now east of Utah, Alabama, moving in on due south of Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa starting to see some weather. But if you'll see this, they're mainly seeing thunderstorm warnings. They don't have any tornado warnings, which is good news. We've got flood warnings still down around Hattiesburg. And as we look at this, we go back in here. Let's look at our roads and stuff that we've got. Columbus, Mississippi down here, Highway 82, a lot of rain into Tuscaloosa. We follow this down. Utah, Alabama, east of you. Demopolis, still getting a lot of rain there. We got that right there. Okay, we follow this down. York, y'all are all clear. You got a little rain on the way, but nothing bad. We come down. We follow these areas here through Butler, Alabama, all east of you. Sweetwater, still under a severe thunderstorm warning. Also Myrtlewood, that area there where the power plant is. Not the power plant, but the paper mill. What was I thinking? Y'all still got some heavy rain all the way up to Linden, Alabama. Thomaston is moving your way. Toxie, Alabama is really east of you. Gilberttown, Alabama is east of you. Silas still got a little bit of rain. Coffeyville, Alabama still getting a pounding. Millery, Alabama still got a lot of rain there. These storms are all moving to the east, as you can see here. Chatham, Alabama. You got rain approaching you very quickly there. Now, let's see here. We got some pictures, Madison, if you can get those loaded just then from a county road here in Lauderdale County.
Yes, I just saw her house.
She gets some damage. I couldn't see it.
It's damage on the inside and outside and her car.
All right, we will get those posted. All right, I just got...
And a video. Got a video.
You do? Okay, get that up for us so we can pass that along to everybody. I just got a note. We were asked about the Crescent Lake area. Angela White. House is fine. Power is out, though. The wind was roaring. Can't really see if they've got damage around the property or barns or anything, but they're okay there. So that tells us that it was pretty serious weather there. Let's see here. Let's see. Cole Castle in our neighborhood here in Winchester Place in Clarkdale neighborhood hit pretty hard. Most of the houses are significant damage. So that's right there in that Clarkdale community. Appreciate you, Cole, sending me that. And so that's another backup of what we've had going on in the Clarkdale community. Pretty serious stuff there. All right. What am I doing? Trying to save that. All right. I just got another note. Let me go back here. Trees down. Let's see here. All right. This is some of the areas. This is from my friends who live in the Clarkdale school area. Trees down all around their house. The trailer next door is tore up. Someone lost their camper and their shed, part of their race car shed, but they are okay. And they live right around the Clarkdale Community School, so that extensive damage that we're learning on this. Trees down everywhere, and again, we'd love to hear from you. Power still out in Wynot, we're being told there. Tree down on the highway, Joyce Dennis says. As I glance back over here, Miss Brittany, how are you tonight? Winston County EMEA Emergency Management requesting that people who are not residents of first responders, please stay away from the Noxapater and Nanawaya areas due to downed trees and power lines. Appreciate you passing that along to me, Ms. Dove. As we go up through there, those areas, we remember there had a lot of wind moving through it. As we go through Sherry Grace, can someone tell me about the Fred Hagewood Road in the Causeyville area? If you can help Sherry out by telling her that, she'd like to know. Mary Freeman says her granddaughter is on T.M. Jones Road between two trees down, caught between two trees. And if she hasn't yet, if she's in her car, if that's what you're talking about, make sure she calls 911 and explains where she is so they can get someone in that direction to cut her out. It would not be fun to have to sit in your car for a long period of time if you're caught in an area like that. No power on 512 in Quitman. Let's see here. Pine Springs Road headed toward Meridian. Is it blocked? I have not heard anything, Blake, of that being any damage in that area. But now, if anyone does, most of our damage that we're seeing, the majority of the bigger stuff is going to be south of the airport, is what we're seeing. But that's not to say that we didn't have some little wind damage there and have some trees down. Trees across the road on Causeville Road by Sheila Ward's house. So possibly some damage in that area. glancing here. Crescent Lake is okay. I'm watching from Philadelphia. Jeanette Mars, thank you. I appreciate you watching there. Dollar Lake Enterprise without power, rough winds. Couldn't see anything across the yard. All right, as numerous people were talking about the power crews are hitting the road, and they're starting to cut their way into everybody, which is the good news. And hopefully, now this is, I want to warn you, if you're sitting in the dark at this point, this is not going to be a simple cure, and that in within an hour, all of your power is back up. It's going to take a little while there. As we watch this, let me pull this over here. Maybe you can hear me a little bit better if I do my microphone correctly here as we watch this. This is what you got?
It's got an inbox. Reports of an 18-wheeler accident on Highway 45 at the Clark and Lauderdale County line with no injuries, but a power pole is torn down with the power lines across the highway.
So this is going to be Highway 45, I take it.
At the Clark and Lauderdale County line. That
would be along about right there is where that would be. And again, that could be calls from coming along and there was a tree in the road and couldn't stop, that type of thing. All right. We're getting zero road. Trees are down and power is out. Patricia Boswell, appreciate you passing that along.
Lots of trees and power lines down around Causeyville four-way stop. Roads are blocked.
Davita Null Hopkins made a good point there. Keep the prayers going for those first responders out there, and that includes those linemen, the EMAs, Metro Ambulance, all those who have got to be out working in this. Pretty tough there. Jay Litchfield says he lives near Clarko State Park. No power there. There was a lot of winds that cut through there, Jay. We don't know, again, the extent until daylight of what we've got of the damage in those, but pretty powerful storm that passed through there. Hopefully something we done or something we said helped you during the storm, gave you a little advice as to what to do as the power came. Tajetta, how are you doing there? Power out in Conahatta. Tajetta, I didn't realize you were in Conahatta, but glad you're okay. Not good to be without power there. This may have been one of those storms to where a lot of people didn't go ahead and fire up those generators and have them ready to where in case they needed them when the power went out. I certainly hope that you do have it. We have no power either. Jay says there. Wow. All right. Let's look back here. Let me go over to EMEPA and see what we've got here. We're going to look at all of these areas here. Let me update this, and we'll start. Here's what we've got with EMEPA at this point. EMEPA is at 7,000 people without power, and we go to the list, the breakdown here. Clark, 1,800. Lauderdale County, nearly 2,700, but to be fair, it's 2,644. As we see, Neshoba County has 153. Noxubee County, only 13 of that, but Newton County, 209 people. Wayne County, 239 is what we've got here, current outages with EMEPA. Now, let's look here. This is going to be Central Electric. And let me refresh this to get you the latest information on this. 8,100. And if you'll look at this, this is all going to be that Newton area as we look across the county there, Neshoba, Philadelphia area there, Edinburgh, still a bunch of people there without power. Now, let's go over here and look at Mississippi Power. See how many folks we've got without Mississippi Power being out. As we see here, their current total is 2,100 without power. And if you'll see that, that's kind of spread there. They got 14 in Enterprise, Nellyburg, 18 people without power. We look at that, a couple people there in Marion, Enterprise 14. That kind of shapes that up. We've looked at, let's look at Southern Pine. We hadn't looked at Southern Pine Electric to see what we've got there. And there's a bunch of people there. As we zoom in on this, the Newton area, as we see here, right before Newton on the west side. Remember, as that storm came in on that Newton side where this tornado warning was issued here coming out of Scott County? several hundred without power there. 180 right here as we zoom in on this. This is going to be the chunky area northwest of there. Pleasant Ridge Road, 180 folks without power. Cheney Road in this area right up here, 13 without power. It's some hard hit areas there. Bay Springs, look at this, scattered without these power. That's a lot. Now, let's go ahead and look at another place that we want to look at because we did have some warnings there just north of Kemper County, Noxubee County there. Let's look at our friends there in Noxubee County, the Macon area. Just west of Macon, Highway 14. Now, this was coming out of Louisville where we had that tornado warning right in here. Remember from Crystal Ridge Roads to the county line? Well, we got some wind damage there apparently there. Several homes out it on the rural route. As you get just north of Macon, look at that area there. At the airport there, 127. You got to Brooksville, still power outages on each side, 300 people in that area. And again, this is that area where we had out here a couple of storms ago to where people, their home was destroyed. So we've got a lot to work through over the next little bit, putting pieces back together. And as we follow this, Madison, did you get any more things loaded for folks?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, let's go back over and let me refresh this, and we'll show some of the new stuff that you put before we cut out tonight and call it a night on everything. All right, I'll let you describe what we got here. Let me pull this up.
Oh, that is a trampoline turned over between the Piggly Wiggly and the county road. And I think that's hail, or either that's just rain right there.
Yeah, that's exact. It's heavy rain there. Well, I got one, and Ricky, I did have your phone number. Ricky Roberts just sent me a picture of a tornado behind his house there in Causeville that came through. And they were lucky. It's big. We'll get this posted here in just a few moments. Also, in the next little bit, to show you that was a big storm. Wow. I got some pictures also that we're going to add here in a few moments from the Clarkdale community. It's a heap of them that we're getting there from some of the subdivisions, trees down everywhere. Wow. Let me see what else that you've got loaded up here.
Someone's shop door that got destroyed on the Clarkdale Road.
471 there, yeah. Let's pull that up. Yeah.
There's a video that she took from inside.
Yeah, look at that. And that is that's almost reminiscent of what the damage that we had last week. Look at that. As you look, good flashlight, by the way, I got to add. That's bright. I may have to buy one like that.
Yeah.
None of mine ever work when I need them. Look at that lightning.
It was awful out there.
Yeah. But and that's what it'll do to your garage doors there. It'll just rip them down.
Isn't that what happened to your garage door?
It is almost identical to that.
And then more from the same person.
Yeah, and as we look at these pictures there, door damage, the lawn furniture flipped. It looks like a window was busted out there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. That may be the latest that you've got on there. And what we got here, roof damage near Clarkdale School. Yeah. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
I know. It has been rough.
And the thing that we're going to stress on this is we hadn't seen everything that has happened, without a doubt. As daylight comes about, we're going to see a whole lot more. Again, we're going to close this down. The threat of severe weather is moved.
Clarkdale School will be closed tomorrow.
Okay, I almost expected that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. With all the damages, Clarkdale will be closed tomorrow from the damages.
All right. Now that we know that, and it is, there's just, I wouldn't see any way for people to be able to get out in that. And it's going to be a lot of folks that miss work tomorrow due to this. So just be expecting that if you had employees that lived in the Clarkdale community. All right. As we said, we're going to be, you can still send your pictures. We'll get those loaded as quickly as we can onto the site so others can see what's going on. If you got any questions, please pass that along to us. We'll be glad to try to answer them as we can. We want to say thank you for each and every one of you watching, taking part of this. And most of all, we hope sincerely that you all are safe. If there's any emergency that you need help with, you can call dispatch or call 911, whatever community you're in, and the folks will come to help you. We do appreciate you. Joyce Gresson, how are you? Thank you. And I will be back tomorrow morning if Madison wakes me up.
What?
Right?
I'll be still asleep.
All right. Again, one last look at radar before we bail on this and turn it over tonight. Our weather shows us we got light showers. If you're still in these areas here now, if you've got damage, it's still rain coming down on you, but not hard like it is in Alabama over here. Light rain in eastern Kemper County, a little bit left there in Knoxville. Looks like most of Winston County is clear. Our heaviest of rain in Mississippi still remaining from that Hattiesburg line all the way over here just south of Wayne County. We'll see that then Highway 57, those areas, if you're going to Mobile. Again, we say a thank you to everybody that joined us. We say thank you and God bless you for being a part of this, and we hope that you and yours are safe. I'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early, beginning at 6:30 for a recap of everything, and then Candace will join us at 8 a.m. We want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you. Again, God bless, and we'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: